Welcome back to MusketeersHockey.com for our final regular season edition of the Coach's Corner, but there will be playoff editions, and Coach, that's because your team booked the Musketeers' first trip to the Clark Cup playoffs since 2007-08, and I know it's just one step of a bigger goal for this coaching staff, but with the amount of adversity this team went through, it really was a great night on Tuesday.
Yeah, it was. We're really happy for the organization, extremely happy for the guys, and then we've had great bunch of loyal fans here that through and through the Siouxland here, and the alum that have been through this program that have put this place on the map along the way. We couldn't be happier for the whole group.
And I know we've talked a ton during this 8-game winning streak about the individual accolades and Scoffer and Schmaltz and everybody in between, but just seemed like everybody just came together as a team during this 10-0-1 run, and just you mentioned when Krauser celebrating with Poppy, just guys celebrating with each other. It's just fun to see this team mature together over the last 11-12 games.
Yeah, it is. We just had a little team building exercise. It was impressive to see what guys are writing down about each other, and you see it follow through. I think we saw Poppy scores an empty netter to get a hat trick, and I'm telling you, Krauser jumped off the ice a foot and a half to go jump on him, so elated for him to score that. So just over time here, I think the group is grown. The confidence helps. I know winning, definitely you tend to like people a little bit more when you're winning. I like you more when we're winning, so it's good. But no, it's just a piece of it, and I'm happy for the guys coming together the way you have.
Yeah, it's a big cliche in sports, one shift at a time, one game at a time, but you guys really followed that mantra during this stretch here, and you always talk about going through the process of a win, and guys really just started playing complete 60-minute hockey games over this hot run.
Yeah, there were some moments of the time when it's been going on so well right now that you wonder, like, where was this the whole time, and what's the magic dust that just happened to sprinkle in their eye. It's just the guys. The guys got it, and some guys get it different ages. Guys get it different times. Some guys just find the end of the road to look something they want to get after, and that's kind of what's happened to this group. And we hope it's just the beginning of a new road.
And it's fun for everybody and meaningful for everybody to make it to the playoffs, but especially the veterans. And talking to Tommy Holchuk and the Poppies and the Jose's and the Scoffers and the Carpies, it really had to be extra special for them on Tuesday.
Well, I'll tell you, a year ago it was maybe one of the most bitter days of my life was when we win the last regular, but Tri-City did their part to win as well, and finally we got to control our own destiny a little bit better the way we should have, and I'm very happy for those guys. They put in a lot of time, and they go return and be pretty destined about the idea of where it wants to be. And you look at our point total throughout the regular season right now. It's really nothing to be ashamed about right now. I just know our West Division is extremely tough. I think night in and night out it's been a battle every single night.
And the Lincoln game on Tuesday, I mentioned on the broadcast, that's why this sport is so great. Two teams physically battling each other down to the wire. It really was a great game, especially in that third period.
Yeah, it was. You know what? Hats off to Lincoln. I thought they played very hard. They played very well. I thought their team game was as good a team game as I've seen a team that we've had to play against, and it was fun that we stuck together and found a different way to do it, and I'm glad it's been a little bit different every time, so it's just got to continue. It's like you say, it's a step. It's not the step we want to stand on at the end of the day, though.
And this is not to disparage Lincoln at all. They're a terrific battling team, but you see the depth on this team when you go up against a team like Lincoln. I know they're missing Brent Tate and Garrett Peterson, but they're double shifting Zingle and McCarron every time. While you guys can go 4 deep, and this balanced scoring attack has just been a huge instrumental part of this run.
It's helped for sure. I'm a big fan as a coach of 4 lines. I'm a big fan of trying to get a guy or a line out there a little extra at some moments of games, depending on the opponent and things. But right now, that depth has been something it's made us more effective, and I think it's helped our third periods a whole bunch.
And just one last thing of that Lincoln game, how about that Gady bomb?
I was happy for him. He got a great shot off there, and it's amazing. Like, he's got such a good release. He used the defender as a little bit of a screen, shot off the guy's back foot, and I think the thing was coming out when, unfortunately, I don't think Murdoch saw it at all. So it was good. I'm glad to see him on the score sheet a couple games in a row like that.
Yeah, that was brought me out of my seat. That was a great goal, and Maxim Gaudreau is one of the guys that fed him. He comes back, just briefly hit on the injury situation. Maxim looked very good in his return after missing 12 games, and now it's David Donnelly doing with the head injury.
Donnie's still out. There'll be a time here for that. This whole concussion bit that's going on out there right now we're just going to let it play out, and hopefully continues to mend and do the things he has to do. And him and Greg Johnson still out as well, and so we got a little. Thankfully, we had 8D, and we actually got some promise back there. I like what's happening right now, and it's good to get Goose back in the lineup. But Goodrow's been a major piece we've been missing. I mean, he does a lot of great penalty kill jobs. He's one of those guys who's just sandpaper along the walls. He can make plays, but yet he's a really responsible player. So I like the idea where we're at right now, and that depth has got to continue. We got to stay healthy. We got to try to get a few bodies that are a little dinged up right now. We got to get them completely healthy.
And the playoffs on the horizon, but 2 games this weekend against Sioux Falls and Fargo. And you know, while the pressure's off, I'm sure the message is going to be just to not take the foot off the pedal here. And it's you know, you're still playing meaningful hockey because there's a 66% chance you're either going to play Sioux Falls or Fargo and come next week.
Yeah, I mean it's one of those deals where, you know, you got to control what you can control, and that's our temperament of our team and what's going to happen. And whoever that opponent is that's the deserving part and the deserving foe, whoever it is we get. So we just got to move forward with that direction, and then find a way that you can't look ahead. And I know it's hard. This group, it's hard as a staff right now. You're trying to juggle a few different things that way. So it'll just be another. I know it sounds cliche, but I think it works. It's game 59 now, so that's the game we got to worry about next.
And just the goaltending situation for this week, you think there's any chance we'll see Mr. Hildebrand either Friday or Saturday?
I think there is a chance here. We got to make sure. I want to make sure Scoffer's not taking off his alert button by doing so, but it's been talked about and shared with, and you know what, we got all the faith in the world in Hildy. I think Hildy's a terrific goalie. Hildy's going to be a goalie of the future here, and we look forward to that part. And right now we just got a great teammate there. He's working his butt off just to be ready and be on guard and be alert for the next chance.
Coach, congrats on the playoffs and good luck this weekend.
Thank you, and thanks for everyone coming out.
That's Musketeers head coach and GM Luke Stranagan. Musketeers, 2 more games for the regular season against Sioux Falls on Friday, Fargo on Saturday. Catch all the action. 6:20 Cayman S. Puck drops at 7:05.